I'm Bleeding Critic. Welcome to Scary Stories UK. Home is where the evil is. Everything was normal before Halloween. I was happy. I remember that night. It was Sally's turn to cook. I was looking forward to spending quality time with her, but it was so not going to happen. I had to work late in the office. Something came up that needed immediate attention. And on the train home, I couldn't even call her because I left my bloody phone at work. What an idiot. I left the station. It was pitch black late. No wind, just bloody cold. To shave off a few minutes, I took a shortcut and walked through the cemetery. It was Halloween and there were hundreds of candles placed on the graves. It looked beautiful. I just had to stop for a moment to soak in the view. When I arrived home, I got into trouble. Sally made so much effort. She looked so hot, and I blew it. I tried to use my charm to win her over, but she brick-walled me, which made me want her even more. I felt so guilty. Later during the night, I sensed Sally was awake. I opened my eyes and could tell in the dark she was watching me. I could see her eyes shining bright through the bedroom dark, but something's different. They're not her eyes. Lying next to me ain't Sally. I suddenly woke up. Thankfully, Sally was fast asleep in the real world. I just had a nasty dream, but I'm sure someone else is in my room. I squeezed my eyes tight for a few seconds to help to see in the dark. I looked to where I sense someone is watching. I can't see anything. Nothing. Then again, maybe something is there watching from those dark corners. But like the predator, it's camouflaged. And I notice the time is 3:10 in the morning. Over the weeks, I lost count of how often something was watching and waking me up, and it was always at the exact time of 3:10 a.m. So I decided to get some security cameras. Playing back the security footage after a couple of nights came up with nothing, just me waking up at the same time. The days flew by and I remember a particular time when I woke up again at 3:10. However, this time I didn't think someone else was in the room watching. I woke up with the worst headache I've ever had. That was the moment I felt a shift in my room. My bedroom's energy changed. The headaches continued, and I know I should have reached out to my doctor, but honestly, work was suffocating, which was bleeding into my real life, especially with Sally. I just convinced myself I was okay, but the truth was the opposite. 5 hours ago, it all kicked off, and I'm totally to blame. Sally suggested I get back into going to the gym. I'm letting myself go, which is a perfectly reasonable observation. Now, I'm known for speaking without thinking, and yeah, I did it again. But this time, it felt like someone inside me responded to Sally. Even my voice sounded different.
Shut it and let me fuck your face, you cunting slut!
Sally was in absolute shock and started crying. I don't blame her, and to be fair, I couldn't believe what just came out of my mouth. I knew there was no coming back from that. Our love turned to rust within a few seconds. I slept on the couch and woke up not long ago. There was a smell. Oh, what a stench. I smelt my armpits and realised it wasn't me, so I opened the window to clear the air. The smell led me into my bedroom and I turned on the light. Oh my God, I vomited. To my horror, the duvet was splattered with blood and I slowly walked closer and I could just make out what was left of Sally. I collapsed in shock. I didn't black out, I just kneeled down next to my bed on the carpet trying to come to terms with the gruesome scene before me. I've got no idea how long I was staring and tears started to flow as I jumped onto my surveillance app to check the night's security footage. Who would do such a vicious act? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I'm going to watch the footage and see myself murdering Sally. Well, you thought right. At first, I did see myself, then realised if that is me, how come I don't remember anything? I couldn't watch the violent attack until the end. I could make out one of my dumbbells was used to smash her up, head and body. It was beyond brutal. That was not me. Hang on. Something inside my head, a voice is talking to me now. Explaining everything. Oh, okay, it all makes sense. I understand. During Halloween, evil spirits who have died returned to visit the living, and one of them decided to visit me last year. Then the evil spirit watched me night after night, waking me up at 3:10 in the morning. Then it entered my head, which explains the headaches. And those moments yesterday of filthy talking and then killing Sally is the evil inside my head taking over my actions, controlling me like I'm its puppet. It's not me, you've got to believe me. Listen, trust me, believe me when I tell you this. Never leave your home during Halloween because evil is outside waiting to ambush you. It must have targeted me, chose me when I walked through that cemetery on Halloween. That moment when I stopped briefly to admire all those pretty candles on the graves. The voice inside just told me how to stop it from making me do bad. It won't leave me alone, but if I make the evil comfortable inside my head, then it will leave me be. So right now, it's 3:10 in the morning again. Yeah, and I'm gonna drill a hole in my forehead, a window, so the evil inside my skull can see out.